Lights, camera, action. Wait, hold on. We need some music. There we go. This still isn't good. Stupid Bedrock. Nothing works on this. Redstone's so silly. I need a professional to help me. Just really want a shop to be built. And this is the man to help me. Hello, Derp Guy. And I understand your problem. Redstone mechanics are different on Bedrock. So, I'm here to help you. So it seems you need help with a redstone shop. Mumbo Jumbo's redstone shop. And yes, that can be done on Bedrock. A little disclaimer before we start. I understand that other YouTubers like Bowtie have created a similar video. When I was creating this tutorial, I didn't know he made this. So I thought it was going to be a very cool idea that no one had done. But guess what? He did it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's actually get into the tutorial. Now, I would usually show you the items needed to do this build, but it has multiple modules in, so it's hard to say. It depends on how many different modules you want. Now, let's get into the tutorial. Now, the only problem is that I'm not great at building. Archie helped me. So, a big shout out goes to Archie for helping me do the tutorial, because I'm not great at building and I want this to look good for you guys. So this is what the end product was, and he's really just blown out of the park. So thank you, Archie, so much. Shout out to you. You're a legend. And maybe there's going to be a build video for how Archie does his builds. Little tips and tricks, because he is one of the main builders, especially on the server too. So first we're going to start off with the wall. It has to be at least 8 blocks long. Go 9 for safety. So just put the lectern down, skip 4 blocks, break another 2 blocks. That's where we're going to get our items from. And then another block. And then that's where you pay. So now we need to dig a hole to put our little mechanism in. It depends on how big you want it. For this demonstration, I'm going 17, and the length of my wall, or the width of my wall, I should say. And that's because I'm having 8 modules. So if you want 8 modules, you can do exactly what I'm doing. So you have to go 17 out, and the same way. Enough digging, let's get constructing. First you need to build an L shape, then followed by a comparator, and then get a block, place one down, one up, one to the side, and one to the top left of that, and it should look like this. So you can copy it, pause the video now. Once you've done that, you need to place a redstone dust here and here. Then get a repeater and set it to 3 ticks, so tap it twice. There, going into the block. Now you need to put a repeater going into this block on 1 tick, don't tap it any times. And now you need a redstone torch underneath that block there, powering that block. So basically that is one module done, and to get multiple modules you have to miss a block and then do the module again. So miss a block, do the module, and that's 8 modules as max, so you can have 8 different items for the shop. So if you're going all 8 modules, it should look like this. Each module is spaced apart by 1. So now we're connecting them all by blocks, and then once we've done that, all we have to do is place redstone dust on top of all of these blocks. There, and done. So it should look a bit like this. Now we need to get our torches and place a torch on every single one, but the first one and the last one. For the first one and the last one, we're going to place torches on the side, just like this, and just like this. And now on top of these torches, we place a block on these 2 end ones, and that's the red coder done. Now you will need these next items to build the actual dropping system for the items. So first we're gonna build a 1 item dropper. So you order 1 item and 1 item comes out. The other ones have multiple items coming out. So we will need a sticky piston here with an observer on it facing this way, just like that. And then a redstone line going on top of that block, so when the piston pushes the observer, it turns on these redstone. And then we need this coming over so it doesn't interfere any of the other blocks that will be coming up. We just put redstone dust on all of these. So as I have 3 different 1 item drops, so let's say they're going to be potions, we're going to have 3 droppers dropping them out, and we just need redstone going to all of them. So just place the redstone like this, and now we want pistons on top of the block, on top of the torch, and on top of the torch, and on top of these sticky pistons we want blocks. It can be any block other than like transparent blocks, so solid blocks. And now we need 1 dropper on like almost in the air, so where the piston would push the block. So now we are going for the multiple item drops. So this is going to be 8, 16, 32. You can also have 24, but it's your choice. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get a block here with a piece of redstone on top, like that. And now we're going to do a bit of a pulse extender. So we want blocks coming out here. So 3 out of the 1 redstone before. Take the blocks out like this, and this is where our redstone would go, and then that's where our comparators go. Place the block there, and a block like that, and a block on top. Redstone dust here and here. Comparator going into the block, and a comparator going away from the block, and redstone linking it all together like that. So now we need to place a block there with a block next to it and a block underneath it, just like this. Now we need another block like that on top of it so it doesn't get linked. So now All we have to do is place all the redstone in, just like that, and we need a comparator on subtract mode. If it's not on subtract mode, it won't work. It'll give you 10 blocks rather than 8. So just like this. Now we want to get a piston, sticky piston, going upwards, moving an observer facing this way, and an observer facing the other way, just like this, and get the redstone to look like this, like these 4 blocks. So now we need to place blocks like this from where our redstone would have been. Keep the redstone there, just this clip doesn't have it, forget it. And just place it in this little formation like this, all the way until the end one. Get rid of these, one more like this. It should look just like this. Swiftly moving on, we just need to put redstone on all of these blocks, just like this, simple as can be. And now we want our sticky pistons on top of these torches, just like this. And of course, on top of these sticky pistons, we put blocks, so when they get pushed, they get powered. So now these are for the 8 item drops. So just 1 dropper on each, floating in the air. And now these are the 16. So 1 on top of that, just like that. And now the 32 would have 1 on every side. And if you wanted a 24, you'd get rid of one side, one of the droppers. So it's basically each dropper for this little bit equals 8 items. So 4 times 8 is 32, 2 times 8 is 16, and 1 times 8 is obviously 8. So we need our ice level track here. So you go out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you go up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. And now we need to cover it up with glass. I would be safe with it and go 1 higher with glass every time, because sometimes the droppers go crazy. So just make sure you build it where no water can escape and it's all good and no items can get anywhere that they shouldn't be. So this is what mine looks like. You should have something similar. So basically the water doesn't get out at anyway. We are now going to have a barrel just like that in that position, and then get your hoppers out and place 1 hopper on top of it and another hopper going inside the hopper that was going down into the barrel. That sounded confusing, but it's not. It's just 2 blocks. Okay, we want our stair in the floor just like that, and then our glass like that. We might as well now get the bricks all placed. Hold on, let me do this. And we're back. So I've just gone up 1 more. We're probably gonna have to do many more to cover the contraption up. So maybe you could have the contraption in the hill or something. So I'm just making sure that the items don't escape, of course. And now we are going to place 2 water buckets just like that. And there should be 1 left just like that at the end. Perfect. So I don't want to give you a headache by just going on about redstone all day. So we're going to place a block here with a wooden button on the front of it. It has to be wooden, otherwise it doesn't work. I can't stress that enough. Has to be wooden. Okay, so now we've completed the full dropping system, all the red coders and all this. We now need to do our receipt system. So every time someone buys something, you need to get told how much you're paying. So we're going to place a block here and a block underneath it, going into a block there, block on top with another block here. And what we're going to do, we are going to get some redstone dust on top of this block and these two blocks. We're now going to get a repeater, and we need a repeater running into that block on 1 tick, so you don't have to press it any times. Now we need to get another block and place it like this with redstone dust on top of it. So now comes a semi-complicated bit. You need a dropper facing this way. Do not put that dropper, hold on. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Dropper facing this way, and it will put an item into a barrel. This barrel you will see, so put it which way you want to. I'm going to put it like this. And below it, we're going to put another barrel like this. And we're going to get a hopper to go from this top barrel into this bottom one. So what are we going to put in the barrel, you say? Well, this. There we go. That looks about right. Basically, this is just saying how much you have to pay us. And put it into the dropper. You can have as many as you want. If you're selling loads, then you need loads, but it's up to you. If you have a small shop, you don't need too many. It's self-explanatory. Why am I saying this? So before we go on, I just want to explain how this works. So you're also learning. So when we select something in the lectern, the different amount of pages it can read, the comparator reads how much it is, and then that's the selector, that's the red coder, and then a block gets pushed up. So when you order something, the block gets powered amount of times and then goes to the dropping system. And then when at the same time you press the button, a receipt gets put into the receipt barrel or whatever, and the stair gets up, so you can't steal anything until you pay. So now we need to make the paying mechanism. So this is just going to be an item filter. So you want a dropper facing down. You want a button on the side like this. It can be any button this time, because it doesn't need to have the same pulse length. So this is both security and looks, I guess. So you want a slab there, so people can't really mess with the system. You want a trapdoor there, so no one can tamper with it. And you also want a trapdoor on this top thing there. And some stairs always are nice. Again, people can't mess with it. So let's carry on with the receipt system. You want to crouch on when you place the block, so you don't open the hopper. And you should have your blocks placed like this. Actually, hold on, you need to go out one more. Just like that, okay. And you need to keep on going round. This will then go into a piston with a redstone block on top of it, just like that. Going on to a piece of redstone dust, so it gets powered when that gets powered. Bring it round into a block, and then break these couple of blocks and then put a piston facing upwards, just like that, sticky piston. And then, so you need a piece of redstone on the top, on the bottom as well. There we go, just like this. We need a repeater going into this block on 1 tick. We then need some redstone dust going into a repeater and a comparator. So the comparator sees when something is put into the barrel, just like this. So that is the receipt system completely done, and now we just need to do the item filter. Once we've done this, we've completed the whole build. So we just need a hopper going down, but do not put it into a barrel yet. we want to place a block here, and one going into it, 2 blocks here, and then 1 here, and we need to get ourselves a block there, and a torch on here, and on the top of that we need a repeater going into this block with a block on top. And now we need a comparator going from the hopper so it detects when an item gets passed through. And that's basically the whole build done. All we need to do now is actually get the filter. So you need 18 items for the first one, and then 1 on each of all the other ones. So just like this. And you can do that with any item. I'm obviously using diamonds because diamonds are epic. And now we can just put our profits barrel down here. And it shouldn't go through because it's locked. But when an item gets pushed through and it's the right item, it will go straight through. And I'll just demonstrate it. So if you get 1 diamond and put it in, it goes back to 18, and now you get 1 diamond into your profit box. Just like that. We still have a couple tweaks to do though. Those being filling all the droppers up with your stock, placing slabs on these end ones to make it ever so slightly more reliable, just like that, and actually making our stock book. So we're selling 1 potion of swiftness for a diamond, 1 potion of jump boost for a diamond, 1 potion of invisibility for a diamond, if I can spell, 8, there we go, and 16 comparators, and the 32 redstone blocks. Now, before you go crazy, that is the max you can do. You can only do 8 items on this design. I need to do some more, but if you go for any more pages, it will not work. And if you just leave 1 page out, it will not work. So what I suggest you do, for every design, you need to at least put something on that 16th page, so it says page out of 16 rather than page out of 15. If you do not have that 16, it will not work. So yeah, that sucks. And here's the finished product. You look in the book, you can choose what you want. So I'll take a potion of swiftness. There we go, press it. It's on its way. Came into our shopping basket. I would also like 8 slime blocks, so let's just buy that. Actually, I'm building loads of redstone contraptions. I need 8 more slime blocks on. Let me just order that again. There you go. Another 8 slime blocks coming out. And I would like 16 repeaters. Just like this. Perfect. And to finish, I would love to have 32 redstone blocks for all the redstone contraptions I'm going to be doing in the future. But I now need to pay for this. I was hoping I can get away with this, so let's just see how much we owe. 6 diamonds. Okay. Let's just see if we can pass the test. Let's put a wooden button through and see if it glitches out on us. So let's put this wooden button in. Please work, please work. I can't cheat the system. So you actually have to pay diamonds. So if we put 1 diamond in, we owe 1 less diamond. As simple as that. Let's put 5 diamonds in, put it in, and all the receipts get taken out. And now you are able to take your items out. That's exactly what I ordered. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm happy. I'm going to do lots of Swift, slime block, repeating redstone contraptions. So that's how you do it. It's really simple. And Now you go and do it, derp guy. Oh, just remember, wooden button. Okay? Wooden button. And before this video ends, I'd like to say a special thanks to Archie for building the outside of the redstone shop. We really... Look, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not the best at building, so thank you to him for helping me with that. So let's get on our way to show you how it can look in an actual redstone shop. This is on the Solidarity Craft server, so let's just go down this elevator. And being honest, if you've watched till the end, you have a little sneak peek at the redstone shop that we've built for the episode that's coming out Sunday next week. So be excited for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.
Everything she wanna be lying right under her bed. All they want the greens, we're too busy running reds. 100 years another step.